Welcome back. The 2018 Mississippi Kids Count survey shows there are over 35,000 3- and 4-year-olds across the state who are not in school or some type of child care center.
That's why many school districts across the state now have pre-K programs to help fill the educational needs for kids in that group. Our Jory Talley joins us in the studio with more.
The Lowndes County School District started its pre-K program a few years ago and says it's continuing to expand, but the growth of these programs is having an impact on child care centers across the state. When you sit in on this class at West Lowndes Elementary, you might think you're in the kindergarten class. But this is pre-K, filled with 4-year-olds learning and knowing how to already write their names.
G for goat.
Lowndes County School District Assistant Superintendent Susan Johnson believes the sooner children can get that real school feel, the better off they'll be down the road.
We are looking at their social development, their academics, they're just all areas of development that we look at, and it helps them perform better in school. When they get older. And we've seen the effects of that already.
The district's pre-K program started expanding last year with the addition of more students in the Title I program.
The tuition-based program that we have in Lowndes County School District, I believe, is a little cheaper than the regular daycare. And of course the Title I program is free for the students, and of course it does cost the Title I funding source. That's how it's funded.
Child and Parent Development Center Director at MUW, Penny Mansell, believes a lot of parents choose public pre-K because it is cheaper. But she says there's still a need for pre-K classes at daycares.
You've still got families who may not can do a public school type schedule. If they're only open 180 days of the year and we're open 250, that's a big difference. So there's a need and there's a definite place for both. We've just got to make sure we're all in the conversations together about it.
Mansell thinks it's great that public pre-K classrooms are growing, but says when there's growth, there's loss somewhere else.
It makes a huge difference for us because you have one teacher per 16 children, whereas in an infant class you may have one teacher per 5 kids. So in a class, in an older pre-K class, it's really where you're making your income because you can't afford 3 teachers to one child at the same age.
But concerns are growing among daycare directors across the state.
They love the idea and the concept of serving kids and more kids getting early childhood experiences. That's wonderful. But what does it really do to the centers? Are all these centers going to be able to stay open when they don't have these higher ratio classes to financially support what they're doing?
Lowndes County District Assistant Superintendent Dr. Susan Johnson says the district's pre-K program has seen its highest interest this past year.